As they approach the rocky outcrops of Alcatrazes. Alcatraz is the Portuguese word for the gannet bird, and this oddly shaped island is home to one of Brazil's largest breeding colonies of migratory birds. Many of the islands on this stretch of coast support diverse species of animals and plant life. The abundance of fresh water and shelter made islands like Ilhabela perfect places for early settlements of farmers and fishermen. Recent development has seen a number of exclusive retreats allowed on the island, and Ilhabela has grown in favour as a lifestyle choice for wealthy Brazilians. However, 89% of the island is protected as a natural park. On the open ocean side, cultural life for the villagers remains unchanged. The lack of road access has helped preserve the traditions of the 12 villages that dot the coves. Hand-built fishing boats and canoes carved from a single log are both transport and livelihood for these villages. And while life continues at an idyllic pace, it's the influx of seasonal visitors that provides a ready market for the day's shrimp catch. The Patagonia crew must feel like the catch of the day. They've been reeled in by QZ5, and the two boats are running bow to bow as they career past the cliffs on the exposed side of Alcatrazes. Jose Samala has a better angle at the approaching turn, and QZ5 cut the corner to grab the lead as the two S40s surf their way around the tip of Alcatrazes. Eduardo Ramos and Torben Grail bring Mitsubishi into the turn at full speed. Some great work from the bowman to recover a spinnaker line in time for the sail change. Behind the island, the seas are flat, and the swirling wind makes it difficult for QZ5 to hold their lead. The Mitsubishi crew keep the boat moving well through the light patch in the lee of the island cliffs. They make some gains on the two leading S40s. Carioca is in fourth position, and now all four of the new generation S40 boats have sailed clear of the fleet. Although the ORC boats are not competing in the same race, it's an impressive lead for the S40s over the bigger boats in the chasing ORC fleet. At this halfway point, the boats enjoy the surfing conditions as they fly past the steep rocky island. They all know that the beat back through the lumpy seas towards Ilhabela will be an energy-sapping 4 more hours of hard racing. Much of the Rolex Ilhabela Sailing Week is sailed on the flat waters of the inner channel, so this distance race is a test for those not used to open ocean racing. The majority of the fleet will also get some time night racing, as the sun starts to set and sails are changed for the lighter evening breeze. Saucer 3 are still in front of the ORC fleet, but their lead on the water is not enough to secure the handicap honours. Touché Super take the win on corrected time, beating Loyal Red Nose by just 30 seconds. All 4 of the S40s lead the fleet to the finish, and Mitsubishi has done enough to roll Patagonia into third, but not enough to close down the Argentinian boat QZ5, who take the win. A new race record of 6 hours, 12.5 minutes. Ilhabela has a long colonial history as a safe haven trading port. Much of the historic character is preserved in the town centre. And among the buildings which remain in good condition is the home of the Princess Imperial Isabel, the first woman ruler and last princess of Brazil. She's remembered as the princess who freed the slaves.
When the princess wanted to be alone, she used to come to Ilhabela to get away from it all. She enjoyed the long hot days during the summer season. Coming to Ilhabela is something she enjoyed doing.
This villa in Ilhabela was her favourite retreat for many years, and the island is still known as the Isle of the Princess. The Rolex Ilhabela Sailing Week has produced an array of weather conditions this year, not the consistently strong sailing breeze for which the area is known. It's still been a good test for the competitors as they seek to prove themselves in the light winds as well as heavy gusts. The small one-design HPEs have had a tight competition with 4 points separating the top 4 boats and a slim 1-point margin for the leader Matteo Scarafia sailing Repetico. The overall ORC club racing has been dominated by the Katana 2 team, with 4 wins from 6 starts. Skipper Fabio Filippon looks unbeatable heading to the final race.
This isn't a professional class. We're just a bunch of guys who've been sailing together for the last 3 years. We train often, and we try to invest in the boat as much as we can. We are happy with the results.
In the race for the overall title, it's the bigger boats that have come out best from the mix of weather. Ernesto Breda was the pre-race favourite on Touché Super. They did have a remarkable start to the week, with 2 wins in the first 2 days of racing. But the pressure of a tight competition has seen the lead swing to the very consistent sailing from the loyal red-nose boat of Marcelo Massa. They hold a 2-point lead as Massa has been driving his boat with the same rare skill displayed by his nephew, Formula One driver Felipe Massa. And at the top of the standings, in the S40 fleet of 4 boats, it's a tie. QZ5 have let Mitsubishi back in, with a poor finish in the 6th race. Both boats are now locked on 8 points, and Torben Grail is anticipating the weather will play a part in the final race.
The conditions here in Ilhabela are always quite difficult. The island is very close to the continent, across the channel. So wind conditions here are often variable. And that's what makes sailing here quite difficult, but still interesting.
The final day dawns with heavy rain and very little wind. All would rather be sailing, but there are smiles on the boats that are currently leading as the clock ticks by with no wind to be seen anywhere. The abandonment of racing leaves loyal Red Nose as the overall ORC international winner.
We've raced against Touché a few times this year, and we finished behind them twice. I truly believe we did sail better than them and that we deserve to be champions.
A countback of highest placed finishes is used to break the tie and declare QZ5 the winner of the S40 class, much to the relief of owner Jose Estevez.
We are very happy with our 2nd championship. Happy in how we raced and who we raced against. Great races. Very good for this new class and for the future of this class.
The Rolex Ilhabela Sailing Week concludes its 36th annual competition in the usual high spirits. This premium South American celebration of sail has again provided the perfect antidote to the midwinter Brazilian blues.